Introduction. If you're interested in backpacking through Europe, this is a great place to start. I was in Europe for 4 months and spent an average of $50 a day. It took some discipline, but it allowed me to have many different experiences and adventures. Prioritizing and research led to a great trip, wonderful memories, and some savings when I got home. Don't let the thought of the expense keep you from fulfilling a dream. Number 1, set your budget. A, money in the bank. In order to successfully backpack on a budget, you actually need to set a budget. This seems obvious, but if you do not put thought into it now, it will quickly get out of hand once you arrive. Look at how much you have saved for the trip. Find out what the current exchange rate is in each of the countries you intend to travel in. For example, the US dollar might be stronger than the Polish zloty. However, the euro is likely stronger than the dollar. Look at the recent trends and keep the exchange rate in mind. Another important thing to consider while setting your budget is how you intend to pay for things. You can either pull cash from ATMs, use a credit card, use a debit card, or exchange dollars in an airport or other location. Any combination of these is also an option. Keep in mind that different cards have different policies. I used a credit card that did not charge a foreign transaction fee, so I ended up paying only the fee for converting dollars to the necessary currency. Then, I just paid off the credit card each month. I also used a debit card that does not charge ATM fees. This means that I could use my debit card to get cash in any country for free. Again, only paying the fee to convert currencies, which was a small percentage. This combination allowed me to have access to cash pretty much anywhere, but also not to have to worry about carrying large amounts of cash around with me. I could take more cash out of an ATM as often as I wanted. B. Prioritizing. While setting your budget, consider what is important to you. Do you want to stay in nice rooms, eat good meals, take guided tours, buy souvenirs? Prioritize where you want to spend your money. Personally, I wanted to see as much as I could and enjoy good meals. So I was much more willing to stay in hostels and shared rooms, and I ended up not purchasing more than 2 souvenirs the whole time I was there. However, I saw pretty much everything I wanted to see. C. Safety net. Once you have an idea of how much you're willing to spend and where you want to be spending your money, look at how much you anticipate spending each day. Then, add a safety net to that. Each day will likely average out, as some will cost you more and others will be less expensive. The prices in each country will also vary, and it will tend to even out by the end of the trip. To give you an idea, I spent an average of $50 per day. You also need to calculate in the cost of transportation to the country and possibly transportation within the country. There will be more on transportation later. However, it is important to have an idea of what you can afford to spend each day and try to stick with it throughout the trip. You will be able to enjoy your trip even more if you are not overly worried about money and your budget. Just know that you want to spend and do your best to stick with it throughout the trip. In the rest of this guide, I will be working off of a presumed budget of $50 a day. However, feel free to adjust to whatever your budget is.